Welcome to Old Ass Movie Reviews. We are getting ready to, hello pussycat. We are getting ready to review A Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
This is a good movie. What I didn't know, and I can't believe it took until now for me to realize that this is a John Hughes film.
Yeah, I found that out
the other day. I feel so stupid.
I was watching, and it's funny you say that because I caught something on YouTube with Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall. It was doing like little tidbits of interview that I keep catching here and there, and he talked about being in a movie with John Candy and Chevy Chase, and I'm like, the only thing I could think of was Family Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he was in Family Vacation and European Vacation. Is that right? I think
he might have been.
But anyway, he just talked about and he had met John Hughes, and I was like, wait, why would he meet John Hughes? And he talked about John Hughes hiring him to be in Family Vacation. I'm like, wait a minute, did he write Family Vacation too? Or was he just a producer? So now I got to look into that. But for Christmas Vacation, I was like dumbfounded. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Huh?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know who John Hughes is, please go watch his movies. Very influential director from the 80s, hit after hit that speaks to Generation X.
Pretty in Pink.
16 Candles.
16 Candles. Yeah.
The Breakfast Club.
Right. God, those three alone. Those are the holy trilogy
hit after
him.
hit. Yeah.
Those are the holy trilogy. Yeah, he's damn good.
He's got a style that's really cool. And there's one of the things that I think is funny when I think of that. I can't think of a John Hughes film without thinking of another movie that came out that was kind of spoofed John Hughes films.
Right.
It's called Not Another Teen Movie. And the kids went to John Hughes High. So it was like,
oh no.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's a decent spoof. And I think Randy Quaid might actually be in that as well as a drunk, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's like whenever Kevin Smith wrote, which one was it? Dogma.
Mm-hmm.
When Silent Bob and Jay are trying to find whatever made up town that he wrote about. They're trying to find out the town that John Hughes had wrote about, and they get there, they get to Chicago. There's no freaking town. They're like, no. Son of a bitch, man! they don't even bother looking it on the map. They just go. But that was a nice little tip of the hat to John Hughes too, I thought.
Yeah,
pretty funny.
Definitely. So yeah, this is let's see, we had Vacation, and then was it a European Vacation, and then Vegas Vacation?
I don't know. I thought, wasn't this the first Vacation movie?
No.
I don't remember. I just don't remember.
No, the one where they go to the amusement park for the family vacation.
Yeah, that's
Grandma's
the family
dead.
Vacation, I think.
Yeah.
On top of the roof. That's funny.
Yeah. This is a funny movie. This has got a lot of slapstick in it. It's also got a lot of this movie's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, a lot more than I remember. I've only seen this like 2 or 3 times. So.
Me too. There's obviously his boss, Brian Doyle Murray, is a Scrooge-like character who never gets Kent's, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Carl. Never gets his name right. He calls it
Greaseball,
and yeah.
Greaseball, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this story is just a more continuation of zany antics with the Griswolds.
Yeah.
This time with the stage set as Christmas, lots of relatives coming, cousin Eddie.
It winds up not being too far away from his reality, from what I understand. What I've been able to read about and find out.
Yeah, Randy Quaid took a bad turn and actually turned into cousin Eddie.
Let's go down the list of.
There's a lot of people in here.
Chevy Chase is Clark.
Yep.
Everly D'Angelo is Ellen. That's Clark's wife. Juliet Lewis. I always mispronounce her last name. I have no idea why. Juliet Lewis. I forgot she was in this movie.
Very young.
Totally forgot until she was sitting in the back seat, like, what the hell? And Johnny Galecki, the kid that used to be on Roseanne, and then he was on
Big Bang.
Big Bang Theory, thank you.
Yeah.
John Randolph, big time character actor. Then you have Diane Ladd as
Yeah.
Nora. E.G. Marshall. E.G. Marshall used to be on TV, radio, movies. This guy did it all back in the day, and he was still acting up to this point. Doris Roberts was
Yes.
Frances. That was the mother-in-law. She was from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah,
Right?
she's been in a
That
lot
was
of
the mom.
things.
Plus, God only knows. I couldn't list all the stuff that she's done. Randy Quaid is cousin Eddie. That's freaking hysterical. Miriam Flynn was his wife, and I've
Yeah.
seen her in a lot of stuff. She was a good character actress back in the day. Ruby Sue. There's the little girl, Ruby Sue,
Yeah.
Ellen Latson, and I know I've seen her in other
She
stuff.
looks familiar.
That kid looked really familiar. William Hickey was his uncle that was smoking the cigar that lost the toupee. Mae Questel was the aunt who just didn't know where she was at. Poor thing. And Sam McMurray was, I guess, that was his friend at work.
Oh, okay.
Always, every time I've seen that guy, he's only played a bad guy. He was always played like a smarmy little backstabber. And I kept expecting him to backstab Clark.
Just because you've seen that's how his character.
Just because that's what I have always seen. And then he's just wishing Clark, like, happy Thanksgiving, man. I hope, or happy Christmas. I hope everything works out for you. I hope you get your bonus. I'll see you later. And he's just like, wait, that's not that guy's acting. That's not what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be double crossing Clark to try and get his money or something. But the rest of the folks are just like walk on and walk through, so I won't go through all of them. Except this girl. So I think this is the one that was at the makeup counter or the bra counter.
She looked familiar as well.
Natalie Nagulich.
Oh, no.
It's spelled very strange. I'm not even going to bother trying to spell it out. There's too many vowels in it. But I'm doing my best shot. I know I've seen her in a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. She's probably 19 or 20 when she did this movie, it looks like. Yeah. But I know I've seen that face.
Yeah, that scene is sad and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
With Clark just drooling all over her at the makeup counter.
Yeah.
Until his son comes up.
Hey, Dad. Hey, buddy. Ah. Hey, Rusty. Oh. That's
so what is your favorite part of this movie?
It's so easy to say when Cousin Eddie's out front emptying the sewer.
Shitter's full, Clark.
Shitter's full. But that's not my favorite part. I don't know if it's my favorite part, but it is a very touching scene when Clark is looking out the window and he's kind of daydreaming about the pool, and the little girl comes up.
Ruby Sue comes in, yeah.
Ruby Sue starts talking to him. Are you Santa Claus? He's like, no, I'm not Santa Claus. But they have that nice, cute little moment, and Clark is not touching any of Cousin Eddie's kids. He doesn't want anything to do with Cousin Eddie, but Cousin Eddie's actually not a bad person. He's just not somebody you want living with you, of course, but he doesn't have a mean bone in his body, I don't think. But Ruby Sue, he gives her a little hug at the, and tells her to go to bed. It's okay, go to bed. And she's just like, oh, okay. And she goes off to bed. But it's a nice little sweet moment. The funniest hooting moment, the moment where I'm just like, oh, fudge, that's funny. It's when he plugs in the lights and the cat just disintegrates.
Yeah. That's set up as seen a mile away.
Oh yeah, you can see that's somebody throwing up the ball and just knocking it out of the park.
It's there, it's coming. It's coming. How's it going to go down?
What was your favorite?
There's so many.
Yeah, there are so many good points in this movie.
I laughed throughout this movie, but for some reason, what just cracks me up is when Clark and Eddie are in Walmart. And they're walking down the aisle, and Eddie keeps putting on bag of dog food after bag of dog and another bag. But Clark decides, he says, "Look, I want to get Christmas for your kids. I know, times are tough." Clark's trying so hard not to insult Eddie,
right,
because he just wants the kids, and Eddie's genuinely touched, and then he says, "Thank you, here's a list. Listen, Eddie had a fucking list already made.
Because he knew who Clark was as a human being.
He knew Clark was going to do that. And then he's like, if it's not too much, get yourself something nice from me.
Something really nice. You deserve it.
And
That's ballsy, man.
Here's the thing. Eddie is Bob Cratchit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he and what you said, everybody looks at him and throughout the movies, and yeah, he is a bumbling fucking idiot, and it is funny. But in this movie, he does something for Clark that changes everything.
He basically saves Clark's Christmas.
He saves Clark's Christmas,
for lack of a better term.
He did it not because he wanted anything in return, and that was, Eddie was Christmas.
He saw how hard Clark was taking, not getting his bonus. He saw his favorite cousin in pain and in worry, and he thought to himself, I can do something about this. This is in my wheelhouse. I can do this.
What's funny about Cousin Eddie?
He does.
Yeah. What cracks me up about his character is Randy Quaid plays this so fucking straight and serious.
Oh, and
that's what makes that Eddie has no idea how stupid he's coming across.
He's got the big moose cups and he's drinking.
He's got his pants so tight you can see everything, and the dickie. He's wearing the little dickie.
I was gonna say the dickie. He's wearing a black. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what a dickie is, it's kind of like a little collar that goes over your head. It's a
fake turtleneck.
It's a fake turtleneck, and it covers your chest a little bit, and it covers your back a little bit. It's not just little pieces of cloth that you put a real shirt over to give the impression that you're, I guess, dressed up. To this day, I don't know why people ever wore dickies. I couldn't freaking tell you. I don't even know if you can find one nowadays.
I don't know. But I got some for Christmas one year.
I had one when I was a kid, and to this day, I don't know if I ever wore it.
I never did. It's like, what the fuck is this? Somebody left the shirt off of this neck.
What happened to my shirt? Mom, you forgot to knit the rest of this. Here.
Exactly.
And then Eddie's got the white shirt over it, and you can plainly see the black dickie through the shirt. It's just so bad.
It is, but I really his ability to play that character so straight. He is Cousin Eddie, and
perfectly.
Yeah.
The parents. Here's the thing that I forgot or I didn't remember about this movie is. Beverly D'Angelo's parents are just two of the biggest assholes you'd ever want to meet. Yeah. And her character is very, very sweet. Clark, Chevy Chase's character, I always assumed was just this big dumb doofus that just always got in trouble. But he's really got a good heart. He means well. He wants to have this beautiful family moment. Not for him, but because he wants to share it with his kids. He wants his kids to just have this family get together. And he just screws everything up. He doesn't mean to. It's just shit goes wrong. And some of it's not even his fault.
Well, and one of the things that the running gag throughout the movie is, he's like, when have I ever overreacted? Over and over, he'd ask, when have I ever overreacted after he just overreacted? When he loses his shit on the front lawn and
he's kicking the fucking Santa Claus.
I am in tears. That shit is so fucking funny.
I looked over at Kat and I started laughing. I said, "Is that how you?" Because I think Beverly D'Angelo, not Diane Ladd. Beverly D'Angelo is looking at Clark. And like, what the fuck is going on? And I said, is that how you look at me whenever I'm having a meltdown? She just shakes her head and just starts watching TV again.
I ain't touching that one.
Yep, I'm Clark Griswold whenever I'm having a temper tantrum.
Yeah. Yeah. He that's just it. He wanted in all these movies, he just wanted to give his kids something.
Yeah,
And what you see when he's trapped in the attic, he's watching the old home movies and is
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
him as a kid and his mom and everything, and he finds an old gift he had for her. That's such I don't remember these touching moments before.
No, neither did I. Like Kat and I were talking about that. We're like, this is actually a pretty heartwarming
Yeah.
movie. I mean, it's very funny and they put a lot of funny into it, but there are moments where they don't last long. They're perfectly timed. That's the
Yeah.
magic of a John Hughes film.
Yes.
You get this nice little, I won't say roller coaster of emotion, but
Right.
I will say it's a nice little ups and downs on the waves of emotion, and
Well, and
they're really well done, really
well,
well
that's
played too.
when you mention that, I go to movies like Pretty in Pink,
Yeah.
or even 16 Candles, where there's
Mhm.
so many. John Hughes has got this style of
Yeah.
layering tons of comedy, and it's
Mhm.
funny. It's
Yeah.
funny, and I'm sure people say it's inappropriate, but it's
It's funny.
it's
I
funny,
don't care.
and it's really
Inappropriate humor is humor. That's
yeah.
why it's
It's
humor.
he does some great humor, but then the story's deeper, and
Yeah.
we're definitely going to have to go do a John Hughes marathon.
Easily
Um,
done.
very easily done.
Hmm.
So we definitely need to do that and
Yeah.
watch those movies. Lots to discuss in those, but this
Oh yeah.
had that feel, that vibe, and I can't believe yesterday was the first time I realized that John Hughes wrote and directed this.
Yeah. It never dawned on me.
No,
Never dawned. Well, you know what? I did he direct it?
I do believe so. Did he not?
No, somebody named Jeremiah
Okay, so he
Chechik.
wrote it.
Yeah, I think he wrote it and I think he produced it. That's why it has
Okay,
such a
that's
good
it.
feel for him
Yeah,
because he does he, when I look at it now after finding out that he directed it and produced
it's
or wrote it
obvious.
and produced it, yeah, you look at it and go, of course that's a John Hughes film. That couldn't be anything else. On the surface it's not because it's Chevy Chase and it's all these other characters that you're not used to. Beverly D'Angelo, who's the ever suffering wife in this movie. Poor thing.
Yeah, yeah. So this is definitely up there with the I this is a timeless movie. I guess is where I was going with it. It's timeless. It has a good vibe. I just really forgot that was this good of a feel good movie.
The yuppie neighbors are
Oh my
freaking
god, I love it when he goes
terrific.
out to cut the tree,
What do you after he said his temper tantrum?
and the neighbor looks and says, "That's not going to fit." Or where are you going to put that, Clark? Bend
Yeah,
over and I'll show you. You can't talk to me that way. I wasn't talking to
was
you.
talking to you.
It's his wife, and it's like, damn, Clark.
You put up too much shit for those
There was
neighbors.
something going on that they didn't have to even show. You knew there was some shit between them as neighbors
Yeah, yeah,
because
instantly.
instantly knew that.
Because you had these yuppies living next door to basically a blue collar guy. I mean, he had an
Yeah,
office job, but he was a blue collar guy. You know, they were living in the wrong neighborhood, is what it
yeah,
boils down to. The yuppies were just in the wrong freaking
they
neighborhood.
were.
Um, yeah, Julia Louise Dreyfus as the neighbor lady. Oh God, she plays it perfect. You go over there and punch him in the face right now.
Yeah, that's when the
I can't
squirrel.
do that. The squirrel. Oh my God. That's a funny movie. That
It is. It
if you
is.
want a Christmas movie, this is a definitely a Christmas movie. It's a funny Christmas movie. There are moments where you feel kind of bad for Clark
Yeah,
Griswold.
absolutely.
You're like,
How
oh my
could you
God,
not?
that poor guy.
I mean, how could you not? Because I think I would hope people could relate to him.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Get them demons
Get those snot demons out.
out. So this one I put there with Christmas Carol. I got a
Yeah.
lot of Christmas Carol vibes in this. That's why I mentioned Bob
Yeah.
Cratchit, Brian Doyle
Yeah.
Murray as the Scrooge character. They didn't have to go far with him. It was
Mm-mm.
just you knew he was just a tightwad right off the bat. They had enough little scenes to just show it.
Yeah. Now
Um,
that's writing That's again, we've talked about movies before where you say you watch a certain movie to see how the writer pulls something off. Brian Doyle Murray's character, when he just appears, when he just is, he hasn't even said 2 words yet. You look at him and go, "Oh, this is the stereotypical, atypical, super rich guy.
Yep.
He's gonna be an asshole, and he doesn't let you down." He's got maybe 5 words initially in that first scene, maybe 5 words.
Yeah.
And walks away. And I like how Clark is saying, "Merry Christmas, fuck you, rotten hell," or whatever.
Kiss your ass.
Kiss my ass, kiss your ass, kiss his ass. You should kiss his ass. He's just like all the guys that are walking by there.
Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, kiss
the big boss. He's just telling everybody to kiss their ass, kiss his ass, kiss my ass, kiss your ass.
Chevy Chase
that was a good scene.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is a great comedic actor. His time, his ability to just be a fucking clown and just hit those notes, man.
It's spot on. Spot. He's got a really good timing in his lines.
He does. I want to go back and watch more of his old movies that I haven't seen him forever.
I gotta find out the name of the one that I was talking about with the midget in it, and he plays a detective.
Yeah, it's not Fletch, is it?
No. The Fletch movies are both really funny. They're both very good.
But and there was the one with Dan Aykroyd where they were spies.
Spies Like Us. That's a good movie. Like that's so dumb. It's funny.
It is.
It's good.
Sounds like a Dickford.
Yeah, what's a Dickford? Another good one that doesn't have him in it but has Dan Aykroyd in it is it Dan Aykroyd? No, it's not Dan Aykroyd. It's shit, I forgot the 2 actors' names now. My mind went blank.
It had that one guy.
I'm horrible at this.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do this show. I'm horrible at it.
I don't know. This one guy was in this one movie, and that was that one.
Guy,
yeah.
The name of the movie is Ishtar. It got
Dustin Hoffman.
Thank you. It got canned by critics when it first came out.
Yeah.
It just got buried like underground because the critics hated these guys. Well, that's because Dustin Hoffman and the other guy fucking hate critics, and they don't mind telling critics that they kiss their ass.
Right.
I finally got around to watching it one year, and it's become one of my favorite comedies.
Really?
It is absolutely hysterical. I'm just going to tell you, there's a scene where they buy blind camels and have to go walk. They have to go out into the desert at night on blind camels.
Why are the camels blind?
I can't tell you that. I'll ruin it.
Okay.
But folks, if you like dumb comedies, just go watch Ishtar. I think it's funny. I'm just gonna say that it's fucking hysterical. It's a good comedy. Coming back to this movie though, it is a movie that I initially wasn't sure if I was gonna like when I was a kid, or younger, I should say, not really a kid. But when I was younger and I saw it and I was like, okay, that's funny. I like Chevy Chase, so I'll go see it. It was funny. I think I saw this at the theater. When it first came out. That's how my mind's telling me I saw it. Bought the DVD, watched the DVD exactly once. This is the third. So this would be the third time I've watched it. And I forgot most of the movie. I forgot that it had any feeling and heart in it. I just remembered the funnies, But John Hughes is such a good writer. This is a classic. This is a case for a writing study class. Yeah. If I were going to teach a writing class, I think I would break this down. And
there's a lot here.
This is the hero's journey as told by John Hughes for Clark. Yeah. And it's also a hero's journey for Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Because Eddie comes around and is actually the big savior for everybody. It's interesting. It's just a nice little tidbit of infos that you don't see when you initially watch it because you're so caught up in the moments of funny. Right. And there's a lot of funny in this. That poor kid, his son Son, don't worry, Mom. When Clark's got the chainsaw going towards the neighbor's house to chop down the tree, don't worry, Mom. I'll go get him. Hey, Dad. And he turns around. He's got the wicked look in his eye. He's like, good talk, Dad. That's another kid who's got really good timing, man.
Yeah.
That kid.
Yeah,
he got it spot on.
yeah.
That was funny.
That's one of the things. Everybody's on point on this. It's a good movie. You bring up a great point that you could probably do this with any of John Hughes' movies. He has got his characters are much deeper than they appear to be at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
So
Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club.
Jeez, Pretty in Pink alone. There's so much that's not said.
Pretty in Pink, the dad, I find a very intriguing character.
Yes.
So, yeah, dude, we're gonna have to do a month of John Hughes films.
We are.
I want to sit here and talk about those movies right this minute because of this movie that we watched.
Yeah.
And this movie, like I said, never thought about it before. And then to find out that he wrote the movie and he produced it, you see it. When you know it's him, you see it. You're like, okay.
There it is.
It doesn't exactly follow his formula like normal, but you see it. You definitely sense it.
You can feel it. His signature's in there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Daisy, what are you doing? My dog came from visit.
So, final thoughts on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You know what? The boss is gonna love this one. My boss is gonna love this one because it's her favorite freaking Christmas movie. And she's always talking about it. And then everybody in during the meetings, if she brings it up, everybody throws a line.
Really?
One-liner out. Oh yeah, awesome. Everybody, there's somebody who says something about it. And I told her today that we were going to do this. I'm going to have to tag her in it when we finally post
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, there's so much good stuff to talk about. I feel like we didn't talk enough about this movie, but yeah,
there's a lot.
Yeah, and I can't even describe it because his failure when he plugs in the lights. And Beverly D'Angelo finally goes into the closet or into the garage to turn them on. And then you finally see it dawn on her as she's walking out because he's about ready to have his panic attack there when he's like trying to get the lights plugged in. He's like, and she's like, it's a light switch. Click. Keeps blinding the neighbors next door.
The nuclear power had to go on auxiliary.
Nuclear. Auxiliary nuclear energy.
Oh my God.
I like that space shot where everything just goes black except for his house. And then the power starts coming on and expanding. It was a good visual. That was a brilliant visual,
It really was. I recommend this movie just because on a new bent. Yes, it is a Christmas movie. It's one of those that are timeless. It has a good feel-good story, but after watching it last night, I learned this movie is much deeper, and it's a great character study on a lot of things that I didn't realize the first time I watched it. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of taking a step back and taking some time, watch a movie again, look at it, and see what happens. What I've noticed from doing this and being very critical, or just and I don't consider ourselves really critics. I just talk about what I like, and you talk about what you like and dislike and stuff like that. So it's like,
movie they watched.
Yeah.
That's what this is. I can't even say we're critics, like you said.
Yeah, we're just talking.
We're going to spoil the movie.
Yeah, if we haven't seen the movie,
we're going to spoil it.
But I didn't realize, how much you don't see on a first viewing, or you don't see when you're not looking for it. And the stuff that's in this movie is surprising. So it's a definitely must watch.
Real quick, like you said, when you first watch it, you don't notice things. You see the humor part of it. I never realized what a good father Clark really is.
Yeah.
Beverly D'Angelo's character is a good mom.
Right.
She's always trying to take care of everybody. But you never realize with Clark how good of a dad he's trying to be. And he thinks he's constantly failing, whereas he's not really failing all that much. It's just it's just certain things he does that just explode.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you have to look at things a little bit deeper. At the surface level, funny. Little
Oh
bit
yeah,
deeper, lot of heart in there, and then it's still funny. So it all works like a sandwich.
it does. It is a good movie
Bread,
sandwich.
meat, bread. That's all you got.
It is. It is.
It's a movie sandwich, right? You're right.
So definitely check that out. And I know, damn it, if you haven't seen our next movie that's up, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you or where you've been. Were you born this year? The classic Christmas Story. So many great lines come from that. So if you're
So
not too
much to talk
fragile,
about
you
when we
can join
get
us
one.
for that.
So much to do what?
I said if you're not too fragile, you can watch.
Fragile.
It's a.
And always
It's a
lay
time.
it down on its side, never where the arrows are pointing up.
Yeah, so we'll be venturing into that timeless classic that has just. I put some of these movies right up there with a Monty Python movie. Somebody is going to
Yeah,
quote it somewhere. So it's just
always. Everybody, whenever somebody sees the word fragile,
there it
fragile.
is.
It must be
Yeah,
from
and
Italy.
what it is, the soft glow of electric sex. That's I fucking love the movie. Seen it a million times. I'll watch it a million more. So that being said, join us next week for Christmas Story, and we'll round that off and follow up with our year in review episode. So
that's going to be a fun one. I forgot we were doing it. Actually,
I
didn't
did
know
too
we
till
were
just
doing
now. It's like shit. Year in review.
Get on with you, like it or not, folks.
Yeah,
because we're giving you shit you don't want.
exactly. So as always, appreciate the listens, the watches, the clicks, the likes, the shares. The thumbs up. Please keep it coming. Share us. Drop us a line. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Just until next time, be good to each other.
And Merry Christmas.
Yes. And Merry, kiss my ass, kiss your ass, and have a good Christmas.